Good morning, everyone. I am so excited to announce with each and every single one of you that this is the starting of the first episode, Culés Only. And my idea with this is that I am going to have other panelists on the show. But for the first one, I'm gonna be the only one with you guys. So, guys, get in the chat, subscribe to the channel. I got a subscriber count. So, if one of you guys is not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and we will see this thing move. So, let's get it moving. There's 8 of you right now. I hope you guys having a fantastic day. There's so many topics to get to. There's the Joan Garcia, there's the Ansu Fati, Nico Williams. There's so many things to say about Nico, and then the Rashford thing. Even though Nico Williams is coming, the Rashford news didn't cease, guys. There's still going on, and apparently Barcelona is still interested. I guess Rashford doesn't care that Barcelona is getting more debt, so Rashford still wants to come to Barca. Let's talk about some of the stuff about Lamine Yamal as well. And I think some of the things, I don't know if you guys have noticed. Excuse me. Did you guys notice that there's something going on with Vinicius Jr.? Vinicius deleted all his pictures with Real Madrid winning the Champions League, and deleted not only that, but he also deleted like he deleted that he plays for Real Madrid from his bio or something like that. So I'm gonna be giving you my thoughts on that thing as well. We're gonna be looking at all of the Vinicius stuff, the Lamine Yamal on vacation as well. So we're gonna get into so many news. But guys, like I said before, this is the launch of Culés Only podcast episode number 1. So guys, you guys are something special. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm so happy that you guys are tuning in, and I see about 14 of you. So if you guys can go hit the like button right now, we can get to more people who have never seen this channel before. So what you guys can do, it's so extremely powerful. So if you guys can subscribe to the channel, like the button, and guys, comment your thoughts. I'm gonna start getting to the chat before I get into my first topic of the day. So guys, please, it's Michael B, and let me know, guys, where you watching from. Like right now for me it's a good morning, but it's good afternoon or good night for whoever watches my stream. I really wish the best for you guys. I already like this stream, excited to watch. Thank you, Michael. You're a new subscriber, and I'm getting to know you because you've been really active on my channel. So I appreciate you, man. Really, really do. What is up, Van Lee? What's going on, man? So he says Rashford as the number 9. I am going to be talking about Rashford in just a second. I do want to address the chat. Guys, if you're active, I am going to be addressing each and every single one of you because this is what it's all about. This is a chance for me to talk to you guys. I already make my videos where I don't talk to nobody basically. So that's going to be a thing with me. So I'm going to be really active. To me, all out attack. Catalan, what is going on, man? I heard it's really hot in Barcelona right now. This is kind of what I'm hearing from a lot of content creators that are actually from Barcelona. Luke Harris, what is going on, my man? I hope we get good news today. Is it true that the William brothers still in ATL? Um, let's see, Catalan, Luke Harris, it's fake news. Yeah. What is up, NJ? What is going on? So, guys, let me see. I want to check on this. It's 5 likes right now. There's 14 of you. It's actually 19 of you watching, which is it's not the highest I've had, but it's up there. So, guys, if you guys can go and like the stream before we get into the topics, that would mean the world to me because, guys, we need to get to more people. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. As you can see, we're about 600 away. So guys, let's get into the first topic of the night, and that is going to be here. Let me move. See if I can move the chat. Maybe not. I want to see if I can move the chat all the way up so that it doesn't bother the title. Yeah, guys. So Joan Garcia, guys. He's already signing, and apparently the story was that he wanted to do something really low key. He didn't want, I guess it was a surprise day. Nobody saw this coming because he wanted to keep it private. He didn't want Espanyol people rallying around Barcelona at the Camp Nou or whatever. He didn't want the people to show up at the office. So this was all a secret, and he wanted to do something very, very low key. So it's something that we need to just take into consideration with Joan Garcia. But I'm just so excited to have him, and it's so surreal. For the longest time, I've seen people come and go at Barca, and we just never had a goalkeeper. And honestly, guys, I am so excited for Joan Garcia. It starts at the defense. It starts with the defense. To me, I think that adding Joan Garcia, it's a defining moment. It's a season defining moment. I think it sets the tone for the season. It sends a message, and this is why I love the Nico Williams signing as well. Because let's let okay, so Real Madrid last season, right? They just came of a season where they won the Champions League. Some things didn't work. But just because they don't work, it doesn't mean you're not going to try. And one thing that Real Madrid does, they don't sit on their laurels. Like, they won the Champions League, they won La Liga, and they still went out and got Mbappe. And that sent a huge message to the league, to Europe, saying, "Hey, we're not complacent here." By the way, somebody just subscribe, man. That's all I gotta say, bro. 1,409 subscribers. Guys, watch this thing go up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, watch it go up as we're speaking. So, anyway, so yeah. So they went out and got Kylian Mbappe, and they sent a huge notice to the league. And honestly, guys, just because we won the domestic treble, it does not mean that we don't go out and sign other players. And it starts with Joan Garcia. Because Joan Garcia, quite frankly, let's look at this. It says Joan Garcia made more saves. It says more saves than any other goalkeeper in La Liga, 145. He also had the best save percentage out of the top 10 goalkeepers with the most saves in 2024, 2025, which is actually 73. But guys, okay, so to be fair, all right, to be fair, he does play for a low block team who gets a lot of shots. So that's one thing that he's gonna get. He's gonna get a lot. He's gonna get a lot more shots that he's gonna get at Barca. Okay, but at the end of the day, the number that I'm really looking at here is the percentage, because at the end of the day, it's all about the percentage, because he's basically leading the league in every single statistical category that is for a goalkeeper. That is why I'm so excited, just in my opinion. So 145 saves. It doesn't impress me as much because I know, Espanyol, play a lot of defense. They get attacked really, like a lot. But the 73%, and he's actually there's a score that you can do for goalkeepers. I don't know exactly because I'm not an expert on that, and I'm honest, guys. Another subscriber, guys. This is what I'm loving. This is why I'm doing this, because I want people to see when they subscribe, this subscriber count is going to go up, guys, and I'm gonna be clapping for every single one of you because I really appreciate you. I'm trying to get, in by next month, I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. So yes, the Young Garcia thing to me, I know with Barca, he's gonna have more expectations. He's gonna have. Guys, get in the chat as well. I need to get that chat going. And guys, if you like the stream, let's get. There's 21 of you. We're not even hit 10 likes yet. So there's 21 of you watching. So guys, please help me out. This will make the community even better because YouTube's gonna push it to more people. So as I was saying, we're gonna have to be really patient with Joan Garcia because he's gonna need some love. He just came off something extremely difficult, which is leaving Espanyol. It's nothing to sneeze at. And what's crazy to me is it's so surreal. Why it's so surreal for me that Joan Garcia is at Barcelona, dude. A month ago he was just getting lifted like a Superman by the whole, Espanyol fan base. And now he's at Barcelona. It's a little funny, to be honest with you, because now we have him, and he's 24, so he's not yet in his prime. And quite frankly, the one thing I think he's gonna need a lot of fans to kind of wrap him around his arms is because he needs a new following. He needs new people to show him some love. I know he's gotten death threats, and I guess his family is already like freaking out because of some of these Espanol people who are not really taking this thing really well. And there's a topic in between all of these topics that I want to talk to you guys about. And that topic is, why is it that every single player that's going to Barcelona, it's a traitor? Like, is that becoming a thing? Like, where Barcelona just gets hate for every single player we go after? Because the same thing's going on with Nico Williams right now, and apparently even his brother is telling him not to go to Barcelona, and that it's not a good move. And like literally, the Bilbao office just came out and said they're not negotiating. Uh, why do you guys think that Barcelona is hated so much? Mm. I don't know. It's just one thing that I just really want to, I want to talk to you guys about. But guys, I am excited about Joan Garcia, but this is going to bring a little bit of a fallout. Guys, 28 of you, I appreciate you guys, man. You guys are getting in the like too. There's 14 likes. There's 28 of you watching. If you haven't subscribed, let's watch this thing get to 410. So guys, please help me out. So there's gonna be a fallout because of the Joan Garcia thing, and that brings me to my next kind of like my next subject, right? Which is Ter Stegen. See, the thing about Ter Stegen is he's that guy that really doesn't get it that she don't want him anymore. Like, he's the guy who's like still like wants to bring her flowers, and still like, dude, you're in the friend zone. She dumped you, dude. Just get over it and go find another chick. Like, this is literally the saga with Ter Stegen. It's gonna get nuts, because apparently 9 hours ago, Barca Time says Ter Stegen remains determined to stay at Barcelona and believes that he can retain his role as the first choice goalkeeper, but Flick sees things differently. Okay, so I'm laughing at Ter Stegen for just not getting over it, bro. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, like, there's this girl, right, that really wants to go out with me, and we used to date, but dude, I'm proposing to my girlfriend. Like, I already proposed to her. I already posted on Instagram, and yet you're texting me telling me that you want to hang out. Dude, that's literally Ter Stegen right now. Like, I understand Barcelona could have done things differently. He probably feels that maybe he didn't get a farewell. Maybe he feels like he's played here long enough. He wants to be in a comfort zone. I know he got dumped, which is kind of hilarious that I'm kind of like giving this metaphor about girlfriend and boyfriend and thing, and getting married, but he did got, he I think he got divorced. So, but the thing with him is, dude, I don't know if it's because he didn't get a farewell, because I wish we would have given him a farewell. That's the only thing that I would take back on this topic, is that Barcelona didn't handle his situation particularly well, if we're honest. Just because, if it's a player that you're moving on from, Barcelona. Hey guys, I didn't see that, but we're already 410, man, and you guys are gonna hear me clapping, because this is why I'm doing this. I want to get in the live chat, and guys, get in the chat. I know there's some chats, and I'm gonna get to after Ter Stegen. I just want to finish my train of thought. But with Ter Stegen, I feel like, okay, in my opinion, okay, I can say that he needs to leave, because I've supported Ter Stegen through thick and thin. I've seen a lot of Barcelona fans just bash him, and we're very reactionary. We live in a world where we're really reactionary. This isn't a Barca fan thing. Like, this isn't culés. This is just the world in general, and this is the Twitter world. So we're very reactionary. We one play and we already think that player's a bomb. I got roasting players. Go look at my channel. I got roasting my man Football Carnage and the Stream Dave. They literally call Nico Williams trash. Okay, so that's really reactionary. That's going above and beyond. And I think we live in that world right now where we think that. And I've supported Ter Stegen like a lot. Like I supported him. And honestly, like I can say it. Like it's time to move on. Barcelona, this is a season defining moment. Barcelona just got married or just proposed to Joan Garcia with to the tune of 25 million euros, which is an investment for the future, right? In 1 year, mark my words, in 1 year, Joan Garcia is going to be worth 50 to 60 mil. It's going to go up. It's going to go at least, at the very least, his value is going to double. So you can see it as an investment. But also with Ter Stegen, bro, you need to start. There's a World Cup coming up next season. So you need to go, bro. Just let it go. Why are you getting into a battle in the middle of a World Cup year? World Cup is coming next year. Why would you even risk that? And like I said, I understand. I wish Barcelona would have said, we're moving on. Maybe Barca didn't think they can get Joan Garcia. Or maybe Barca wasn't convinced, and maybe it was us. It was us, the fans, who really pushed for this move, and we made it happen. We freaking delivered into existence. And we really manifested that Joan Garcia is here with us, dude. It's so surreal. But at the same time, it brings the fallout with Ter Stegen. And Ter Stegen, just go to Galatasaray, bro. Just go to somewhere where you can compete for the Champions League, stay relevant, and don't lose your starting job in Germany. Because what's gonna happen, dude? I may go on StatBomb and just compare Ter Stegen to Joan Garcia. Like we all seen those stat bombs, right? Where there's like an hexagon, and dude, I saw it last night. I don't know if I have it for you guys or not. I may have just retweeted it, but what I'm saying is there's like this stat bomb thing, right? And it shows like this, like for example, like it shows like this for Joan Garcia, and for Ter Stegen it's like this small. Like it doesn't even come close to the abilities that Joan Garcia has over Ter Stegen at this stage of his career. And I'm not saying that he's better than Ter Stegen overall, but guys, another subscriber. I appreciate you, man. Please get in the chat. Let me know you just subscribed too. I'm going to put you right down on the screen, everybody who's subscribing right now. So, guys, let me know what you guys are saying about Ter Stegen, but let's get into the chat. I got a couple chats right now. So, Kevin, let's see. Okay, so maybe I have to go back to the screen here. Let me see. Okay, probably. I don't know why. Is it showing? Oh, wait. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure the chat, it's showing on both screens. Yeah, so Kevin says, hit it. Make a watching from GH, more update. Yeah, I want you to elaborate on that if you don't mind. I'm just gonna go switch back to this screen because I can see that it shows a little bit more clean, and I want to give you guys some love, guys. That's another subscriber, guys. Please hit the like button. I'm trying to get to more people, and please, guys, get in the chat. Let me know you just subscribed too. I want to get to know you guys. Let's see. It says, look, also information got to me that Joan Garcia picture was taken down by La Liga. So please tell me. Okay. So guys, let's talk about it. Okay. So apparently the thing that happened was that Joan Garcia, I think it was Tebas who said he wasn't registered. Then Barcelona said, Joan Garcia is registered. I think it was John Laporta. And somehow, some way, Joan Garcia, even though La Liga didn't recognize Joan Garcia as a Barcelona player, as registered under the database for La Liga, there it was, Joan Garcia as a Barcelona player without his face on. And this thing took a toll on Twitter, and everybody was talking about it. Everybody was saying, well, La Liga is saying he's not registered, and well, you go look in the database, and he's right there. And I think it got so much traction that the La Liga went and deleted it. But okay, so the thing with this is we have to understand, guys, is that um, you cannot register players until July 1st. So the fact that Joan Garcia is not registered doesn't mean that Barcelona doesn't have the funds or doesn't have the fair play to just to be able to register the player. It just means that you cannot do that until July 1st because all the contracts are up until June 2000 and I'm sorry, on June 30th. So technically, right? Technically, Joan Garcia, it's kind of like still an Espanyol player because it's not, July 1st. From my understanding, guys, there's 30 of you, and I appreciate you, man. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, and also like the stream. Let's get to 20 likes. There's two likes to go. Oh. Mm. So yes. So as far as that, that's the whole thing that happened with La Liga, and they went and deleted it. But technically, you can't do it. You can't do it until the player is until it's July 1st. So basically, that's all that is. Richard, I appreciate your work and I appreciate you getting in the chat, brother. I appreciate you subscribing and watching the show, man. It's episode first, guys. The first episode of Culés only. This is only for Culés. And guys, I am going to have big surprises to you in this show in the next coming weeks. I am going to be doing this live show every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. So whatever time it is in wherever it is that you're watching this, so that's the time that I'm gonna be doing it. So whether that it's 7 p.m. or whatever time that is. So my next topic, guys, we're almost there. My next topic is gonna be Nico Williams, but I'm gonna get to the chat because, dude, this is the whole point we're here. This is the whole point why we're here. So it says Sandsdowns are beating Durham. Oh wow, really, guys? Are you guys watching the Club World Cup? I cannot believe this. Okay, I made a video saying this was a terrible idea, okay? I said this whole Club World Cup, we're going to see so much difference between one team and another. I have to say this. I did not see this coming. I did not see this coming. I honestly thought all these teams are going to get ran by these European teams and it was just going to come down to the semifinals. And it may still very well be the case, but at least it's entertaining. Okay, now I'm seeing your point. Like I'm seeing the point from Infantino. Okay, so okay, I gotta give that guy credit because I was gonna bash him and I was ready to double down on my point about just about the Club World Cup. I couldn't believe Flamengo, just a huge beatdown on Chelsea. Dude, Chelsea, can you imagine the kind of budget that team has? Maybe two players are making the entire worth for Flamengo, bro. But these Flamengo players, they're so good. And same thing with Boca yesterday. Boca, it was 2-1 against Bayern Munich. And, dude, that was a great watch. I watched a little bit of it because I had a family event going. But I've been watching, like, the Real Madrid one. It looked like Al Hilal was toying with Real Madrid for, like, the first half. And Real Madrid just didn't want to run up and down the field, and even Xavi Alonso looked a little bit frustrated. I don't know, but I don't know if you guys are watching the Club World Cup. Just let me know in the comments, and I can talk a little bit more if you guys want to hear something about that. So it says Alatica says they are all jealous of Barcelona. I totally agree with you, man. Honestly, I think you're saying this because I said that everybody it's hating on Barca because every time a Barca player wants to sign for every time Barcelona wants to sign a player, they call him a traitor, and Barcelona it's just stealing all the good players. So Dortmund score. What a game this is! Wow, wow. I'm missing that game. I saw the schedule. And honestly, I didn't see anything that was really interesting as far as matchups. Because yesterday was a great day for watching. I watched a little bit of what was the other game that I watched? I think it was Chelsea, and then I wanted to watch the Boca Juniors Bayern, but I couldn't. But I did watch a little bit, like the last 15 minutes. Nobody in Spain, says Catalan 94, says nobody in Spain can be registered until July 1st, as far as I know. Exactly. That's kind of what I was saying. Like you can't register a player until July 1st. So that's why it was kind of weird that Joan Garcia was somehow, some way in the database as a Barcelona player. It must have been somebody who was managing it and made a mistake, and that's probably that all that was. Frank says Kevin Lemonade or whatever his name is. Barca needed to sign him. Kevin, Kevin, Kevin Lemonade. I don't. I really honestly don't know what you're talking about there. Maybe you can get in the chat and let me know his real name. Um, Diego says, bro, react to Barca times. Rashford interview. Bro's trekking for us hard. We need to bring him on a loan. Okay, that's gonna be one of my topics. So I don't want to screw it up, and I want to stay on track. So I'm gonna be talking about Rashford as one of my topics before I end the stream. And let's get to the last chat. But guys, get in the chat. There's 30 of you. There's 21 likes. Let's get those likes going. Let's get the subscribe count going. Hey, as I was talking about it, there's 1,413. I appreciate you, man. Let me know if you just subscribe to the channel. I want your name to show up here on the screen. Get in the chat. Don't be shy, guys. Nobody's going to tell you anything. Nobody's going to say anything. So, Alexander, for me, Nico Williams is not supposed to be our priority target for now. Our priority target supposed to be in our defense first, not attack. Okay, so Alexander, let me know which player you think that should be the top Barcelona's top target and priority as far as the defense. Because I know I hear your point. I do think that before the season, right? Before the this whole transfer window open or whatever, I was thinking that Barca needed just depth on the left wing, not a big name signing, right? But given the fact that Nico Williams is so young, 22, 20, turning 23, I thought that this is a good move because it's a good move for the future. It's exactly the blueprint that Real Madrid uses. Like they like to go get players within their 17 to 24-year-old range, which is a great investment because when let's say that Nico Williams wants to play his contract and then leave, he can leave when he's maybe 26 or so, and you can still make money off of that. So it's a good move, especially if Nico Williams wants to come because he's doing a more team-friendly deal. Barcelona is getting no credit for this offseason, and this offseason for Barca, it's been like literally 10 out of 10 to me. Maybe 9 out of 10 because it starts with the Lamine Yamal contract. The Lamine Yamal contract was insanely good for Barcelona. He was very, very team friendly. And the same thing goes for Nico Williams. If Nico Williams wants to come to Barca, and I know Barca had to pay the release clause, but at the same time, brother, like we just have to make that investment. If you take a look at it from a business standpoint, and not just you can't pass on the idea of getting Nico for a good price and getting him motivated. And I think for the future, it just makes sense. So guys, time to move on, right? Get in the chat. I already read every single chat. So if there's 32 people watching, I want you guys to get in the chat. Let's talk to each other. So guys, Nico freaking Williams Jr. This is insane, man. So let's see. Give me 1 second. That's the thing with when you're talking by yourself and you don't have any guests, you don't even have time to sip your water. Um, Anyways, guys, so it says breaking. Everything indicates that Nico Williams will be Barcelona's second signing this summer. Guys, how exciting is this? Nico Williams and Barcelona have reached every single agreement they can possibly reach. And the only thing right now standing between Even Fabrizio Romano, I he didn't tweet the "here we go," but he said the "here we go" is imminent because I think he posted a video on, excuse me, he posted a video on Twitter, and he said that uh it says it's fake, bro. Yeah, maybe it's fake, but every single news outlet, including Fabrizio Romano, as I was saying, actually, let's go look at Fabrizio Romano. I don't want to give you guys uh fake news or anything like that. So Subamendi, it's got the Rashford thing. What's it say? Okay, so let's see if we can see it in real time. I know he posted a video. I was watching a video where he was talking about Nico Williams. So I'm not sure if I'll find it or not, but if you're saying that this is fake news, it's not. It's not totally fake. Nico Williams have already reached an agreement with Barcelona, and where was that video that I watched from him talking about Nico Williams? Um, this is all Bayern, Leao. Okay, yeah. I'm not sure where I watched that video, but yeah. So Nico Williams is there's a story out, right? That Iñaki Williams is putting pressure on his brother Nico to stay at Athletic. Do you guys think that story? Do you guys think that story is real, or you guys think that story is fake? Um, I definitely see it. Iñaki Williams is a very loyal player. It's funny to me with football Carnage and Will, and they were saying that Iñaki Williams was better than Nico Williams, and that we were getting the worst of the two brothers. And I thought it was hilarious because he was with this end the stream Dave, and I actually made a video on this, and you guys can go look it up. It's in my channel, and I made a video of how good is Nico Williams, where I kind of break down a little bit of what Nico Williams can do for Barca, and what and how he fits in the scheme, and then I was kind of roasting football Carnage and then the stream Dave. I didn't hear from them, but I did text it Will though, and I let him know that I did that. So it's all fun and games, but at the end of the day, like you can't be serious about saying how Nico Williams is trash. You can't do that. So one thing, guys, that I wanted to talk to you guys about, please subscribe to the channel, like the stream, and get in the chat, guys. I want you guys to get in the chat. Yeah, and I want you guys to just comment. Um, I want you guys to just comment and get in the chat, because that's kind of what we're here for, is to just what we're doing. So sorry, I had to respond. I have to respond to this text. Excuse me, guys. Yeah. So guys, get in the chat, like the stream. Samuel says he's fact checking me, and I appreciate it, man. It's fakes, bro. You think it's fake that Nico Williams in Barcelona is basically a done deal? Because every single news outlet has come out and said that this is basically a done deal. I know that Deco was in Bilbao, and the stories that I'm hearing, even from Fabrizio Romano, I think this was actually, I just remember the video from Fabrizio Romano talking about Nico Williams. That's on his Instagram. If you guys want to go to his Instagram and look it up, he's talking about Nico Williams, here we go, being imminent. So I know that Fabrizio Romano doesn't like to tweet when things are not a done deal. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's one reason why he hasn't done it yet. But guys, there's 32 of you, and there's actually 24 likes. So guys, let's get those likes up and get in the chat. I want to talk to you guys before my next topic, but what I do want to say on Nico Williams, I do want to say on Nico Williams is, okay, so I think that bringing in Nico Williams, can you imagine having Nico and having Balde on the left, and then having Kunde and having Lamine Yamal, guys, as our attacking flanks? That's insane to me. Like, I'm just gonna go as far as to say it right now. If Nico joins Barca, I am so excited, and I know many people don't see it because of his numbers, but that's the thing about the numbers. Like we live in an era where everything is numbers, everything is stats, and there's no one better to say this with than somebody like Lamine Yamal, for example. Take Lamine Yamal for example. Lamine didn't have the best numbers in terms of goals. He did have the numbers in terms of stats. So he did get the stats. But when it comes to GAs, right? Nico Williams doesn't have as many as Lamine Yamal. But when it comes to the actual playmaking, when it comes to the actual ability to attack, right? So I think I have a stat bomb here somewhere where it's Lamine Yamal. Yeah, let's take a look at it. I'm going to show you guys right now what I'm talking about, so you guys get a better illustration in what I'm saying. So this is actually Rafinha and Nico, right? So let's go to stat bomb real quick, and we're gonna okay. So what's the deal here? Okay, let's go to stat bomb and compare. Just for reference, let's compare Lamine Yamal to Nico Williams, because some people are literally calling him trash, and say Nico Williams 2024. So here it is. Here it is, guys. Let me center the screen. So in terms of in so this is just kind of give you an example okay, so here it is. Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams compared to each other. So key passes, right? Key passes are very important. But okay, so of course Lamine Yamal, because Lamine Yamal, it's second to none when it comes to playmaking. So he's gonna be up there when you're comparing him to anything. So ATT actions, carries, but like I took at the actions are extremely similar. And if you look at carries, carrying the ball on one, they literally the same player. Look, Lamine Yamal is not better than Nico Williams when it comes to carrying the ball, which is insanely important. And now let's take a look at dribbles, guys. You're really telling me, if you're end the stream Dave and you're football carnage Will, you're telling me that he's mid, and you're telling me that he's trash, but yet the most important attributes for a winger, which are dribbles, carries, actions, key passes, only Lamine Yamal it's better than Nico with key passes. Now, of course, he's better in assist. He's gonna be better at GAs. And also like, okay, so I'm not here trying to build a picture and say that Nico Williams is as good, that he's as good as Lamine Yamal. I'm just saying the difference between one player and another is, on the other hand, he can have a really subpar game. Let's remember the Inter Milan game, for example, the second leg. So Rafinha doesn't have a great game. Rafinha on the left flank, he really couldn't do much. He was really, Inter Milan was having his way with him, and he was really a ghost in that whole game. I know he was pressing, I know he was defending, and I know he definitely, he tried his best, but he was getting dominated. And then what happened? Rafinha scores the 3-2. Because that's the typical Rafinha. He's going to give you the numbers. He's going to give you a consistency that I love it, by the way. I love just getting the same out of players, and whatever that is, it's great. So as long as you're consistent with it, that's my point with Dani Olmo, for example. That my problem with Dani Olmo is that he's great, he's very clinical, he's insanely good, but he's inconsistent. And the same thing goes with Fermin Lopez, just too inconsistent. So I like that Rafinha gives me the consistency, gives me the goals, and what I would do, and I think what Barcelona may do is that, to me, okay, I'll tell you guys what I'll do. I would definitely I think I would bench Lewandowski, or at least I would have him on a short leash. I don't think Hansi Flick's gonna do that, by the way. So if you're Lewandowski, if you're for Lewandowski, don't worry. I don't think that's gonna happen. But what I would do is I think the best Barcelona on the field, like on paper, the best Barcelona is Nico on the left, Rafinha at the false nine, Lamine Yamal, and Dani Olmo. That's what I would do. Dani Olmo at the 10, Rafinha at the 9, having Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal. I think that would be insanely good. But I think what, in terms of what Hansi Flick will do, I think he's going to stick to Lewandowski. He's going to give him a lot of rope. In my opinion, I think he should give him a little bit of rope. And then what he's going to do is just going to have Rafinha right behind. And if you have watched Manchester City, Marmoush, the way Marmoush plays kind of bounces off Haaland right behind him. He creates a lot. And actually, Marmoush is starting to score a lot of goals. And I think that's the same thing that I wish that I want, Hansi Flick to do with Rafinha. I want Rafinha to play behind. I just want him to play behind Lewandowski, and that may bring Lewandowski's numbers even higher because Rafinha, it's so good making those runs in the space, and even in the Inter Milan game. In the Inter Milan game, Rafinha moved to the middle, and then he was dominated on the left. And let's remember, on the left, it's not Rafinha's natural position. So when you're playing against tougher opponents, they're gonna expose that you are not a natural left winger. So when he moved to the middle, Rafinha was more active in the game, and that was a good thing for Barcelona. So I would actually have Rafinha the number 10, or just not a typical number 10, but more closer to Lewandowski, and that may bring Lewandowski's numbers because Rafinha is a stat monster. He's going to have a lot of assists. He's going to make the right plays every single time. All he needs is one chance to do it, and he will do it. And one reason why I would keep Olmo and Fermin on the bench is that one thing that I was talking about, which was just they're so inconsistent. And if Olmo gets motivated and starts showing consistency, then that is a chance for for Hansi Flick to say, okay, if you can show me that you can be just more consistent, then you can get your roster spot back. That's kind of what I would do. So let's read the chat. Once again, guys, please like the stream, subscribe to the channel, guys. If you haven't subscribe. I got a subscriber count here, so let's watch it go up. There's 30 of you, and how many likes? There's 27. Let's get a couple more. Let's get to 30 likes. By the end of the stream is over, I want to get to 40 likes. So if you guys can please help me out. I'm gonna get to the chat before I get to my next topic, which is gonna be Ansu Fati. I know I kind of jumped the gun on my topics here because I went to Nico Williams, and it's basically, guys, it's basically a done deal. I'm going to go as far as to say that Nico Williams will play for Barcelona next season. So, okay, so let's get to the chat. So it says Samuel says Wani Romano. What Winnie Romano? Okay, I don't understand that. It says Alexander, what will happen to Dani Olmo, Fermin Lopez, and Gavi if we sign Nico Williams and push Rafinha to the 10th position? Yeah, I think I touched on that. I think I gave my thoughts on what's going on, and how I think it would just affect the rest of the squad. I feel really bad for Fermin. I actually think this is a good year for Fermin. Man, I hate to say this. It may be a good year for Fermin to go look for a project that he can be a starter because he's really good. I think Fermin is one of the best players that in the Barcelona squad, and it's just really unfortunate that we have Olmo and now we have Nico coming in, which is going to make things a little bit more complicated on his end. So I hate to see Nico go, but at the same time, I'm sorry. I hate to see Fermin go, but at the same time, it's like he can go play for somebody else and just be a key player. Like Chelsea, for example, they need a player like that. I don't know. It's just my opinion, but I get the whole staying at Barca, wanting to play for Hansi Flick, and there's a new stadium next season. And there's actually, you guys, breaking news as well. I saw this yesterday. Barcelona is working on permits to play the Joan Gamper which is in August, at the new Camp Nou, which is huge. That's huge because that means the stadium is in the right direction. That we're basically going to have the stadium for next season for sure. Just the fact that they're trying to play the Gamper in August in the new Camp Nou, to me, that speaks volumes in the progress that they've been able to make. So, Michael, what is going on, man? Says Nico is coming. Guys, I already went on air and I already went on record to saying I am just gonna go on a limb and say that Nico Williams will be a Barcelona player. I'm excited about it, and I just know because Nico's really motivated. So the thing with Nico is last season, if you compare it to this season, last season he wasn't desperate to come because he didn't see the project being particularly appealing to him. And now that these players are seeing that the kind of project that Hansi Flick is building, these players want to be part of it. These players want to play for Hansi Flick, and they want to play at the new Camp Nou, and that's great. That's all fun. That's all fun and games, and I appreciate that all these players want to be at Barca. And if you look at the players that Barcelona has, for example, these players don't want to leave the club. If you look at Ter Stegen, he don't want to leave the club. If you look at Araujo, for example, he don't want to leave the club. And Ansu Fati, he don't want to leave the club. Like, Barcelona has a great culture right now and a great group of teams and players that nobody wants to leave the club, guys. And it speaks to the kind of work ethic. It speaks to Barcelona as a club and how they treat their players because nobody wants to leave the club. And now Nico Williams wants to come to Barca. Now Rashford is trying really hard to come to Barca. So you see players now, even at a discount, we see some of that Madrid effect where if Madrid makes a call, that kid, Franco Mastantuno kid, he was going to PSG. PSG had him for I think 30 million or 40 million or something. And then Real Madrid was able to, guys, 1,414. If you just subscribe, let me know in the chat, please. I want somebody who just subscribed to let me know in the chat. So look at Mastantuno kid, and then Real Madrid takes him off his hands like right away, because Real Madrid makes a call and says we're gonna match PSG's offer, and then that kid went to Real Madrid. So because there's a Madrid effect when you have a good project going. So guys. There's somebody here that says talk louder. Can you guys hear me okay? That Mastantuno kid. So that's the same thing, the effect with Barcelona. Barcelona, they having a good project, having a good manager, having a good front office brings players at a much lower discount. Nico Williams was set to make at least 10 to 12 million for Bayern Munich. He said no. Arsenal came knocking on the door, was going to pay the 20 million euros, 10 to 12, and he came to Barca to make 6 to 7 million. So he took at least 3 to 4 million euros pay cut just to play for Barca. And guys, new subscriber, and he got in the chat. I'm going to put him in the front of the line because, guys, I appreciate you, man. Let me know where you're watching from. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I really, really appreciate it. So Nico Williams now wants to come to Barcelona. He didn't want to come last time. Not that he didn't want to come, but he wanted certain guarantees. He wanted more money, and Barcelona just couldn't do it, even though they really, really wanted to do it. And now we're getting these players at a discount just for having a much better project. And that's, to me, that speaks volumes, right? That speaks to what Barcelona is doing. So, guys, I'm going to get to Ansu Fati in just a second. I want to address the chat. It says KB. It says what Barcelona got to do to register these players. Okay, so Joan Garcia is going to be registered. The only reason why he hasn't been registered is because it's actually not July 1st. So before July 1st. So there's this German company, right, that owes Barcelona money from a couple of years ago. It's 40 million. That dude, guy, if that story is true, that company's gonna pay Barcelona what they owe, which is 40 million. that's gonna go a long way to registering these players. So if that ends up happening, it's just a matter of income, and that income's gonna kick in on June 30th. In Barcelona, as far as everything that we're hearing, is Barcelona. It's very well in place to have enough income to register Nico and to register Joan Garcia. And right now they're working on two other players that we're going to be talking about. So at the same time, we'll have to see. I am going to be making a video, guys. 416 subscribers. If you just subscribe, let me know in the chat. I'll put you to the front of the line because I appreciate every single one of you who is subscribing to the channel, guys. We are growing, man. We're becoming almost to a 2,000 subscriber mark, which is a big deal to me, anyways. So it says Alatica, it's a done deal 100%. If you're talking about Nico Williams, I totally agree with you. I'm going on a limb. I know it's not a here we go yet. I am not a journalist. I am not a newsbreaker, but I got faith. I'm going to say Nico Williams will play for Barcelona next season, guys. So it says, it's hard to pronounce some of your names, so I apologize. Aikina says, Football Carnage and Dave envy Barcelona FC. They wish he was Real Madrid bound, and since he wasn't, they branded him trash. Only time will tell. Did you watch my video? Hey guys, 417 subscribers. I appreciate it, man. Get in the chat and like the stream. I appreciate it. So did you watch my video where I roasted Football Carnage and end the stream Dave? If you guys haven't watched that video, guys, go watch it, because these guys are calling Nico Williams trash, and they're calling him mediocre and mid, and I don't know what that term like youngsters use nowadays is. They're so quick to call people trash. They're so Twitter to just go out and say somebody's trash, dude. Like I roasted these guys, and I know Will. Like I've been on his show. He invited me to his Football Mania thing. Haven't been on there for a while though. I know, but he's good. He's got so many panelists. Anyways, it's all fun and games. I texted him, so it says Visca Barça, Victor Veni, Visca El Barça, man. I am gonna get into the Ansu Fati topic in just a second, guys. Let's see. There's 33 of you, and if you guys can go like the stream, I would really, really appreciate it. If you haven't liked the stream, if you like the stream, it says the difference is slim, and that could have been because of Nico plays for less superior team. The difference is slim, and that could even be because Nico plays for a less superior team. I wonder what difference you're talking about. Oh, okay. So you're talking about the stop bomb thing, right? Yeah. So playing for you can see Nico Williams playing for the national team and playing for Athletic Bilbao, Athletic Club. It's not the same, and there's no surprise that he looks better. He looks so much better as a when he plays for Spain, when he plays for better players. And by the way, if you haven't watched that video I posted on how good Nico Williams is, it's a tactical video, and I roasted Football Carnage and then the stream Dave, and they go on to say a little bit later that basically what was I gonna say on that? I was gonna say they said, oh yeah, this is all, it's whole thing because of it's because of the Spanish national team, and because he's playing with Lamine Yamal, and he's playing with Fabian, and he's playing with Pedri, and I'm all sitting there like, what? Is he going to play with those same guys of Barcelona? They don't realize that the Spain national team is loaded with Barca players. Like, they don't even see that, bro. Like, it's so crazy to me. But guys, I'm gonna get to the chat a little bit faster now because I want to switch topics now. And hey, big up my man Barca Reacts. I appreciate you, man. I really do. So it says we need quality backup and key positions to rotate. Yes, I do. I said this before the Nico Williams thing. I said Barcelona needs to get depth at the left wing position, and I wanted to get Lookman. Amendola Lookman, for example, somebody who can be a rotational player. And I said, keep the team how it is and get Lookman and just bring him in as a sub or depth to the team. And also, we need a left back, and we need to let go of Gerard Martin. It's kind of what I wanted Barcelona to do, to be honest with you. So Rashford's coming to Barcelona. I'm going to be talking about Rashford in just a second. Um, I don't want to jump the gun, so talk louder. Are you guys hearing me okay? Somebody, Joao says I need to speak louder. So I think the volume on my thing is up to like 80%. I don't want to hit 100 and sound really weird on you guys' end. So Alexander says my fear of Nico is that tracking back. I'm not sure that Nico can do that the way that Rafinha does it, the way that Rafinha does it. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of an issue. It's gonna be something for. I do think that he plays much better defense than people give him credit. I have seen film. I posted a video. If you guys haven't seen it, after the stream, go look it up. Is how good is Nico Williams, and I talk everything about Nico Williams. So you're watching from England. It's fun to see where you guys are watching from, because there's people from Pakistan, there's people from, it's crazy, the world, the way you connect with YouTube, to me, it's just, I will never get over it. Like, it's just insane. I started a video. It's funny, I started creating content like 4 months ago, before the end of 2024, and now I'm connecting to people in South Africa and England and Pakistan and so many other places that are, to me, it's incredible that what YouTube can do, and not just YouTube, just social media in general, right? Watching from Namibia. Oh wow. Like I said, guys, this is so fun. Joao and Joao says Joan Garcia is registered. So okay, technically he's not registered. He can't be registered until July 1st. So it's the only thing holding him back right now. It's just the date. So many people don't know this, because players have permit to talk to clubs right now, because it's basically the off season. But the transfer window, it's still not open yet. So the transfer window opens on July 1st. So you cannot, get players right now. Okay, so Real Madrid and all the Club World Cup teams, they got a special exception to the rule, which is it was one of my issues with the Club World Cup to begin with, because it's like, why are we making exceptions to the rule just because there's a Club World Cup? The world should just go on normal. So they made exceptions to the rule, and this is why Real Madrid has Trey Alexander-Arnold, for example. They're not supposed to have him until July 1st, but they're allowing them because they got 2 weeks permit or whatever, so that they can get these players and play for the Club World Cup. So it's not registered, but it will be registered on July 1st. So the German company is Libero, yeah, Libero, and they're supposed to pay the 40 million. If they pay that money, guys, Barcelona's can be so well in position to be able to register Nico, to be able to get another player after Nico. So that's gonna just go a long way. So all right, so let's get back to it. Okay, so let's see. Um, I'm looking for my where's okay where my topics went. I'm looking at it from yeah, guys. If you guys, we got another subscriber to the channel. I appreciate it, man. 418 subscribers. Let me know if you just subscribed to the channel, so we can let me know in the chat, so that we can shout you out, and I can put you. Let me see if I can. Okay, so here it is. Okay, I got the topics back, guys. Sorry about that. So my next topic is gonna be. Should we talk about Vinicius Jr. real quick, guys? Please like the stream, guys. Let's talk. It's gonna be a brief topic. It's not gonna be a huge topic, but I think it's worth mentioning right now, because this is a saga that may. This is a saga that may just. I know this is a parody account, but it doesn't mean that this isn't true. So apparently Vinicius Jr. guys, Vinicius Jr. took, like, he plays for Real Madrid from his bio, and he deleted some pictures where he won the Champions League. What do you guys see about that? What are you guys saying about Vinicius Jr.? I guess they're supposed to be in negotiations, and I recorded a video, right, that I'm basically talking about Vinicius Jr. being finished, and my title, it says, "Is he finished?" Because he had a horrible game. He had a horrible game against Al Hilal. I haven't posted it yet. One, because it's not a Barcelona content, and I don't know if I should post it or not. And the other one is basically saying that Real Madrid will never admit this, but they actually sick and tired of Vinicius Jr. And right now, it seems like this is something. There's something to be said. Like, he had pictures here where he was a Champions League. He was with the Champions League and with the Champions League trophy, and then he has some pictures. And then but the pictures is not the thing, right? I'm okay with he can do whatever he wants with the pictures. But to me, the eye-opening thing is that he deleted the Real Madrid team from his bio. So as they're negotiating his contract, so that adds an extra wrinkle to it. And I just want to touch on this real quick. And to me, Real Madrid is a much better team when they play with Rodrigo on the left, because he has more chemistry with Kylian Mbappe in the middle. And with Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., they never got into a rhythm this whole season. So in my opinion, it's not that I'm saying that Vinicius is trash or whatever, but his level has dropped significantly. And I know his numbers were there. With Real Madrid, he had plenty of assists, he had plenty of goals. But when you take a look at the way the performances, and it's something that I've said so many times that most people just overlook. Most people overlook the performances. So guys, let me go back to this because I didn't see this on the chat. It says, I just subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for subscribing. Get into the chat, guys. Let me know and get into the likes. Like the stream. I'm trying to get to 40. I'm 4 likes away from this stream getting to its goal. So if you guys can help me with that, that'd be great. So yeah, as I was saying, that I think a little bit better if Vinicius Jr., leaves the club. I'm just gonna say it. I know it's a bold prediction, and it's something crazy to think about letting go of Vinicius. But I just think that Real Madrid created this problem by bringing Kylian Mbappe. That's literally 3 left wingers. I wouldn't say Vinicius should leave, but the fact that they brought in Kylian Mbappe, that creates a whole nother issue, in my opinion. But guys, the Ansu Fati thing, I don't have a picture of him to talk about him, but Ansu Fati in Monaco, right? I think Monaco it's an outstanding option for him, and I think that he should go to Monaco. But the problem is Monaco only wants to pay 30% of his salary, and Barcelona wants him to pay. At least 50%, and right now that's the only thing keeping Ansu Fati from becoming an as Monaco player. But I want you guys to let me know. I think Barcelona just needs to let him go. But the problem is, you gotta let him go for the right price. You can't just let him go because you want to get rid of him and you want to offload that money. But it's important Barcelona offload at least 50%, because otherwise that money counts towards the fair play amount. So Barcelona is trying to offload it, not only just because of the money itself, but also because of the fair play situation that they have with the FFP or whatever that is. So that's all I have to say about Ansu Fati. I think Monaco, by the way, it's an amazing opportunity for Ansu Fati to bounce back in his career. They're a great team, and it's a place where he can start every single game. So let me address the chat before I get to the Rashford thing. So it says, it's hard to read your name. It says watching from Jamaica. Dude, Jamaica's playing in the Gold Cup, right? I am from El Salvador, so I know the Gold Cup, and I know I'm following just because my El Salvador it's playing at the Gold Cup. But hey, thank you for letting me know where you guys are watching from. I love hearing it. Victor Venny says Nico Williams is a done deal to FCB. That is what I'm saying, brother. I am saying Nico Williams to Barcelona. Here we go. Is imminent. I just can't help it, man. So, Funk Frank, just subscribe to the channel, man. Thank you so much for subscribing as well, guys. Check out my videos if you guys haven't. Check out my videos. I got a video out. It's a tactical video of how good is Nico Williams. So it says Kevin Lemonade. Check him out. Kevin Lemonade. Wow. Hey, everybody watching, do you guys know who Kevin Lemonade is? I may just go onto YouTube because we're gonna be doing. Guys, I have no idea. Do you guys know this kid, Roony, that wants to play for Barça? 419 subscribers. Get in the chat. Let me know you just subscribe. I want to put you up front. Yeah. Do you guys know this kid Roony that Barcelona is after? In just a little bit. I know the stream is getting a little long, but I want to go on YouTube because I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I didn't know Barca was after this kid Roony, and I haven't watched a single highlight of him. I promise I haven't watched a single highlight. And if you guys haven't, let me know in the chat if you guys have or if you have seen anything from this kid Roony. And if you haven't, together we are gonna watch this kid for like 2-3 minutes. And guys, 420 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 2,000. I appreciate you, man. Whoever that was, if you can let me know in the chat, and I will put you down. I will show you here on the screen. So, guys, we're gonna watch this kid Roony together because I haven't watched a single. I'm telling you the truth here. I'm not gonna lie. Just because I'm making content doesn't mean I'm sort of an expert on every single player that plays soccer. Okay, so I haven't seen a single highlight of him, and I thought it would be cool if we watch him together, like for a little bit. That's gonna be my last topic, and we're gonna be watching him together. So let me get to the chat so that we can move quickly. Says, guys, hit the like button. Let's promote this channel. Yes, thank you, Benny. Thank you so much, Victor. Appreciate you, man. Please watch my regular videos too. I need to get those views going a little higher than what I normally get. So if you guys can help me out, my man Barca Reacts. I'm probably gonna have a panel next show, right? This is culés only. Sorry, this way. Culés only, right? Episode 1. This is the launch of number 1, guys. So after this one, next Saturday, I'm gonna try to have at least 2 panelists on the show so we can have a debate about Barca and just topics in general. So episode 2, guys, exciting stuff are going to be happening. I'm going to be doing this every Saturday morning if possible. So anyway, so let's say Billy Mack says, Vamos Barca, let's go, brother. Masturbate. That's funny, bro. Hello, mate. From North Korea. That's insane that people from North Korea are even watching, man. I wonder what time that is right now. Probably nighttime. Yes. So let's say Ikina says, what days of the week and at what time you come live? Is it every Saturday? So yes. Thank you for that question. So it's going to be every Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. So whatever time it is right now, just subtract an hour and 12 minutes, and that's going to be 9 a.m. for me. I don't know what time it is for you, but yes, I am going to, and just, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell because every time I create a live stream, it's gonna send you a reminder. So sometimes I do it's not like a surprise live stream, but sometimes I just feel like something just broke. If the news are breaking, dude, I'm incredibly active on this channel and I'm going all in. Like I'm not doing this to make money. I'm doing this because I love it and I have the time to do it. So every time something major happens, be sure you're gonna have a reaction video or a live stream. So the more I see that today I'm having at least 30 people on my stream, so that's a lot of people for me. So I'm extremely motivated. So I am going to be making a lot of content. So just hit the notification bell and you'll be notified to every content that I do. 421 and 422 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much it means to me, and this is great for the algorithm, by the way. So this means this community is gonna get really, really good. It's gonna be at 2,000 in no time. So one thing, guys, I will be making call-in shows because I 423. Thank you. Thank you. Get in the chat. Get in the chat. Don't be shy. Let me know you just subscribe. But guys, I'm going to have a call-in show. There's so many exciting stuff I got for you guys. I want to create the best Barcelona content. And when I say the best, it doesn't mean I have the best thoughts. It doesn't mean I have so much more wise and knowledge about Barcelona. No, when I say the best, I mean I'm incredibly active with my community. And I want you guys to get in the community. Please activate the notification bell so you notify when we posted videos. And also, I'm going to do a call-in show. When Barcelona starts playing again, I'm going to do a post-game show. After every game, I'm going to be live. And then what I'll do is the first hour, they're going to be the whole show, right? And then get in the community, because where I post the community tab, I'm going to post the link where you can come into the live stream with me, whether you want to do a FaceTime or whether you want to just do a call, just no camera. I'm going to bring you guys, and I want to kind of have like a call-in show in the second hour of the show. Once the show is done, I will let you guys come into the show and we can all interact with each other, and I will post the link so you guys can come into the live stream. And then those are some of the things that are in the works in this channel. So if you're not a part of the community yet, you need to be part of this community, because that's what I mean when I said the best content is when I'm including you guys into the show. So Joao says, do you think we should sell the Shark and loan Rashford? I'm assuming you mean get Rashford on a loan and loan out Ferran Torres. I think Ferran Torres at this point is either a sell or a keep, because just loaning him out to get another player on a loan that you don't know if it's gonna work, I think that's not a good. I don't think that's a good business move in my opinion. So I think what I think, and I'm gonna get into that topic. Let me see. Okay, I got plenty of comments to get to. So as far as Rashford thing, it does seem a little redundant that Barcelona is after Rashford, because we have Lewandowski and we have Ferran. So we have the number 9 position pretty much covered. And it's kind of it's kind of an extra, because we have too many players at this point. So what I would do is maybe what I'd be open to is maybe selling Ferran Torres. But I don't know Ferran Torres, how he feels and stuff like that. This is why, in my opinion, I think Lewandowski, unfortunately, in my opinion, I think Lewandowski shouldn't be starting this season, and maybe Lewandowski should have went to Saudi. And Lewandowski is gonna be a topic that I wanted to talk about, because he's already talking to Saudi teams for next season. I think Lewandowski should have went this season. That would have opened up the window for Rashford to be there and Ferran Torres. That instantly upgrades. I don't know how good Lewandowski is gonna be next season. I don't know. You guys banking that Lewandowski can have another season where he can score 30 plus goals? I thought that was. I think that he incredibly like overachieved last season. So it says Adam. It says, if I am Real Madrid, sell Vini and get a top striker like Jokeres. So they have the top striker already, which is Kylian Mbappe. So I think what Real Madrid needs to do is get rid of Vini. His attitude is insane. Have Mbappe. I think what you're saying is have Mbappe on the left. But I would just have Rodrigo on the left, which is his natural spot, and then have Mbappe in the same spot. I would just play with the 4-4-2. They need to play the 4-4-2 because they don't play enough defense. They don't have enough presence in the midfield, and they need that extra guy for ball possession, and they just won't do it. So, but it's a hard move. I'm not gonna lie. Vinicius Jr., even though It's not one of my favorite players. I think he's done a lot of great things for Real Madrid. So he meant Kevin Lemon. Okay, we may have to watch him too. I remember Rooney from game against Man United. He scored. Okay, so you watch Looney. We're gonna watch Looney here in just a minute. We're gonna go into YouTube. Hopefully we don't get this video taken down, but it's gonna be a quick video, so I'm not planning on doing a lot. Um. So okay, so it says okay, so it says Argentina defender is Kevin Lemonac. Argentinian defender, good in the ball, carry like Frankie de Jong. Okay, all right. Okay, so Lemonade Limacon. Says Morgan. Hey, Morgan from London. London. What do you think of Bardril complaints be for the next season? And I just subscribed to the channel. Thank you, brother. Thank you for getting in the chat. I appreciate every single one of you. Dude, I cannot express enough. So Rooney is a good player, but he has a big injury, ACL, and I don't know he was good player. For me, cheap and reliable in game. So yeah, that's true. I think the 2023-2024 season, he was great, and then last season he was injured. So now we have to see, right? But Barcelona is getting him on a really great deal, like 2 to 3 million. And if he is what he was promised to be, he can be worth 50 to 60. That's an investment for Barca. Maybe not 50. Maybe that's too much. Maybe 25 to 30. But the thing here is, if we get this kid, it has to be to give it away to somebody else, right, on a loan. Uh, so it says, I think both the Kevin, okay, and Rooney are really good talents. Especially Rooney would be cheap because contract expires in December. Yes, I think that's kind of what I said. Um, Rooney is a good and cheap option, 2 to 3 mil. Same thing I said. I already read that. So your English is so good. Hey, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. My number one, well, my first language is Spanish, obviously. My name is Miguel. I'm from El Salvador, if you guys don't know. And yeah, I went to high school. I started learning English when I was 15 and a half, turning 16 years old. So I know you guys have to be a little patient with me when it comes to my English. I wasn't born in the United States. I kind of like wish I spoke more fluently though, so that you guys probably enjoy it a little bit more. Says why they have Fat Pele with his hair on the bench. Come on, man. Give my man Hendrik a little bit of a break. Don't call him Fat Pele. I've seen Hendrik, of course. No, yeah, Hendrik, of course. He plays for the national team. I love Brazil. I've supported Brazil for the longest time. Only reason why I support Argentina now, it's this guy over here, Lionel Messi. That's why I support Argentina, but I've always supported Brazil. Um, so that says I say that Kevin is more promising. You will see his quality on the ball. Okay, so guys, let's get into the topic. So I think, guys, honestly, as far as the Rashford thing, it does feel a little redundant. It does feel a little extra. I think it's too many attackers at this point, to where we just can't keep getting players just to get players. If we can get him on a super cheap, maybe on a loan, but maybe we need to get rid of Lewandowski, or we need to get rid of, that's never going to happen, or get rid of maybe Ferran Torres. I don't think that's ever going to happen. So that's my only issue with Rashford, and I'm a little bit surprised that he still wants to play for Barca, even after Barca, got Nico Williams. So guys, let's speak on Lamine Yamal real quick, and then we'll talk about this kid Rooney. So what I want to say on Lamine is, like, does he look like he's having the time of his life right now? Just gonna be honest with you, like this he's okay. One thing I will say though is I do not like some of these off the field stuff with Lamine, that I'm starting to be a little concerning. And I don't want to like be over dramatic or anything like that. He's saga with these OnlyFans girls, right? The fatty girl and the girl that he took on a date. spend a couple days with her. And honestly, to me, like, it's not an issue whatever players do on their vacation and their free time. It's kind of like their thing to do whatever they want to do. But I think it's a little bit, he has to take care of. I think he's still young. He's 17 years old. When I was 17, I was in high school, and I was making a lot of dumb decisions. Right? I'm older now, so I can see the world a little bit different. But imagine a kid with a lot of money, and I think he just needs to lay low a little bit more. He needs to hang out with whoever he needs to hang out, but he don't need to post it, especially when he's hanging out with a 29-year-old girl and he's 17. If it was the other way around, I think we would be saying a lot of things, right? We would be saying the double standard. So I think that he needs to keep his private life a little bit more private and just be more careful. I think that's kind of what I would do. And some people are hating on him, and the Madrid agenda comes to fruition once again, and they're already giving these girls a lot of light, and kind of like having them go viral with their things that they're saying about Lamine and things like that. But there's this agenda against Lamine that he's not gonna be a longevity player. He's already hanging out with Neymar. Dude, there's nothing bad about hanging out with Neymar. A few things that he can teach you, he can show you, he can tell you about life experiences, and it's been well noted that Neymar, because people are saying that he's gonna take a same picture out of Neymar and just take his advice, and it's gonna be the wrong advice. Dude, Neymar, it's so much wiser now than he used to be, because he even admitted to regretting leaving Barcelona, and that was a huge issue. And now he can teach him a few things about that too, like how to be grateful and don't take things for granted. And I think Neymar is at a point of his life right now which he's so much better. He's in a better place. He's playing with Santos, he's playing in Brazil, and he went and hang out with his idol. And Madridistas are saying that this is a bad thing, and there's actually some Barcelona accounts that are posting and picturing this as a bad thing for Lamine Yamal. I think it's great. I think it's his off season, and he can do whatever the hell he wants. And if he wants to hang out with Neymar, which is his idol, what is the problem with that? I think he even said that he wants to learn from last season. He wants to learn from a last season where he won basically everything, and that he's ready to win. And he wants, even though he has a lot of years to win the Champions League, is what he said. He wants to win it now, and I like the attitude. I like that energy. That's exactly what I want from Lamine Yamal. That's exactly what I want from my players, right? So I think that's something that we all should just be, just be. I would say Lamine Yamal, just be a little bit more careful. Be more your private life. You should keep it more private. Maybe he just doesn't see it yet. Maybe he just doesn't see how big he is, his brand, his name, and how big people are gonna be talking about him. And the fact that he doesn't see it yet, maybe that's the reason why that he's doing what he's doing, because he doesn't really realize how incredibly how much people are just looking at him with basically like a magnifying glass once you get to that level. So guys, anyways, let's look at this kid. Let's see. I'll search for the video and I paused it right here. That's my proof to you guys that I haven't seen this kid. All right, so let's move the screen a little bit, and all right, let's watch a little bit of this kid. Let's see how good he is. And I just never seen how good he is. So he's a left winger, because I didn't even know what position he plays. Okay. Okay, that's not a top tier team. Maybe this is. Okay, that's not. You can see on some of these plays. Oh yeah, that's a good touch. Okay, yeah, he's got good pace. Let's see. Okay. Do you guys know how old he is? I wonder how old he is. Is he 17? No, wait. Did somebody say 7? No, you're talking about Lamine. If somebody knows how old this kid is, you guys can let me know. Okay, okay, that's a good finishing. That's not a top team. Yeah, it's not a top team. Uh, yeah. So most of these games, I don't know if it's because he plays for Copenhagen or if it's because the stadiums are empty. When I see an empty stadium, I can't take it seriously. To be honest with you. So he's 19. He's 19. Okay. All right. So let me show that so that people know. So he's 19 years old. I didn't know how old he was. So basically the same age as Dewey, right? So Dewey's no Dewey's what 19 or 20? Yeah, Dewey's 19. So if yeah, if you wanna like compare him to Dewey, yeah, he's not that good yet. At least not what I'm seeing. But do you guys like him for Barca though? I mean, he plays on the right wing from where I can see. He's more of an interior. He likes to play a little bit like dude, this Mastantuno kid. I had to pause this because otherwise I don't want my video to be taken down. Um, the Mastantuno kids plays exactly like him. If you guys don't know Franco Mastantuno, let me know if you guys know that kid because I watched him because he signed for Real Madrid and I want to keep a close eye on Madrid players. And I watched this Mastantuno kid and he plays a lot like Mastantuno, to be honest with you. I think their games they play a little bit like a they're wingers, but they're wingers who play interior. They play on the interior. And guys, if you haven't liked this stream, there's 39 people. Dude, if we can get 40 people, I've never had 40 people. I think I had one time where Will redirected my stream to him and I had like 40 to 50, but some of those people were from Football Carnage. So if you guys can actually like this stream or share it with your friends, I'm trying to get to see if I can get to 40. That will be historic. It says 39 right now. But yeah, so Mastantuno. Have you guys watched Mastantuno? He plays like that. He's a not he okay, so Williams, Nico Williams is a winger who plays wide. He likes to start closer to the line and attack the space, whatever space he gets. So Mastantuno, he doesn't play wide. He plays close to the box and likes to go interior, like Leo Messi likes to do interior a lot of times. Messi doesn't like to play wide. Messi in his day, he used to get the ball wide and go inside the box. So from what I see from this kid, he plays a little bit like it. He plays with the same intention, like likes to play on the interior. That was dirty. Not gonna lie, that was a sexy finish right there. That's a sexy finish right there. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah. So he's pretty good, guys. Have you guys watched him play? Have you guys watched him? I won as a debt for Yamal. Okay, that's an idea. Does he wanna start? Is he okay with being in the rotation? I mean, some people don't know this, but Nico Williams adds that to Yamal because Nico Williams. If you haven't watched this, okay, so let me highlight the where's where. Okay, so I want this that to Yamal. So L Staples. Um, if you haven't watched my video of how good Nico Williams is, go look it up because I am showing you guys that Nico Williams can play with both feet on both sides of the flanks. So Nico Williams can play on the left as his natural position, which is something that I like. I wanted some Barcelona for finally for so many years. Barcelona never got a natural left winger. Basically since Neymar. We had other people who play there. We had Coutinho play there before. We have other players, but we never had a natural left winger. And now we do with Nico Williams if we get him right, obviously. So what I'm saying is Nico Williams can play with on both flanks, but his natural spot is the left, which is great. Which is exactly what you want. Sorry guys, which is exactly what you want. So and then he can play on the right, not as a natural spot, but he's really great at it. So I showed you guys enough plays on the right where you can see how good he is. So guys, if you haven't checked that video out after the stream, go check it out. How good is Nico Williams? It's an amazing Amazing video. But yeah, so that's just all I'm saying. So let me get to the chat real quick. I got plenty of chats. It says what I meant is the guy Endrick it's invisible for Madrid. And while Franco Mastantuno, Endrick won't sniff the pitch. So if Ancelotti was at Real Madrid, I will hear you and I will say you're right. But the fact that it's Xavi Alonso and that he started a kid, I think what's his name was Alfonso or something like that, and he scored for Real Madrid against Al Hilal. So he looks like he's gonna play his players a little bit more. He may be someone who can be playing. Guys, there's 40 people. There's 40 people. I appreciate you guys. If you haven't subscribed, I've never hit 40 people on my stream. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys, for liking the stream. That's the only way we get to more people. So what I was saying is, it looks like Xavi Alonso will be playing his younger players a little bit more than Ancelotti. Ancelotti just won't do it, man. Ancelotti just won't freaking do it. So it says Neymar for sure gave him a good advice. Why would a father of a two tell a 17-year-old tour party old? Yeah. So I mean, I understand that. And I see it. I definitely do. Says, bro, look for Kevin's highlights. You'll jaw drop. So Kevin, is that the Kevin Lemonade guy kid? I'm gonna look it up. Okay. Let's see. Kevin. We all know that this kid is got promise, right? Yeah. We don't need to watch the whole video. So his name is Kevin Lemonek. I've never seen this kid either. So let's see. Okay, let's watch this one. Oh, sorry guys. Here it is. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at a few plays from him. So, what position? Oh, so he's a center back. Dude, how did I not know of this kid? I watch Argentina all the time. How did I not know this guy? Kevin, it's a midfielder that's normal. That's not normal for a CB. Okay. Doesn't look particularly tall to me, which is a little bit of an issue if you're going to play a CB, but not an issue if you're a midfielder. Do you guys want him as a midfielder, or do you guys want him as on the defense? Because as a defender, I want my defenders to be a little bit taller. So let's see a little bit more. Okay. You know, he looks like he can play on the ball. He looks okay. Okay, that's a good pass. Yeah, he can read. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's because he's not making assists or goals, but nothing too impressive. As far as jaw dropping, I don't think it's too crazy to be completely honest. He plays a CB and he is 1.9, so he's bigger than he looks. He's a 192. Exactly, says Shane Mecca. This is not good. What's not good, brother? Kevin, that Kevin guy is a midfielder. This is not a normal CB. Yeah, I mean, he looks like he's great on the ball. I'm not gonna lie. He looks like he's great on the ball, but nothing too special, nothing too jaw dropping, to be honest. From what I've seen from him, it says sorry, but I think this will turn out like just the Mir, Yusuf Demir. Are you talking about Demir Desir? If anyone remember, dude. If you're talking about Demir Desir, wait guys, 425 subscribers. Guys, if you just subscribed, let me know. I didn't see it. I probably because I was watching the highlights, but I didn't see that we got a new subscriber. If you just subscribe to the channel, let me know so that I can put you on the screen. I really appreciate it. I gotta read the chat too. There's so many of you that already commented. So it says we can use YouTube video to judge how good a player is. No, you're right, Alexander. It's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I've never seen these players play. This is the first time I'm watching them. So I'm giving you my first thoughts as I'm watching somebody. So I totally agree with you. There's highlights. Everybody looks good on highlights, right? You have to watch the games, and I totally agree with you. It's not what I'm doing at all. So Rooney might turn out like the Mir this year. So the Mir this year kid, yeah. Thank you for reminding me about him. He was great. I loved him. But I think the problem with him wasn't that he wasn't performing. Actually, he was. He was at a really bad time for Barca as well. I think it was when Messi left, if I'm not mistaken. Oh. And I think the problem with that is, if I'm not wrong, is that he came on a loan and the team was asking too much for him. But Barcelona was definitely interested from what I remember. So in 17-year-old, he scores versus Manchester United. He cost 3 million low cost deal. Yes, I agree with you, Adam. I think it's a low cost deal. This is basically an investment, which is something that Barcelona doesn't normally do and that they definitely should. Did we just go up? I don't know if we just went up. I think we did. That's another subscriber, guys. 427 subscribers. Wow. All right. So Mastantuno is more mature than Rooney when it comes to football. Rooney looks a bit raw. Yeah, I think I agree with that statement. I think I think yes. I think you're right. Mastantuno, but I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying that they play the same similar style, which they like. They're wingers who like to play on the interior, which is it's their style of play. Watch Lemonac. Kevin is a midfielder, but not a normal CB. As a midfielder, I hear it, but I'm just gonna be honest. Kevin, so far, what I saw from him, I don't think he's Barca product. I don't think. I was rooting for Barca to sign Javi Paulo as backup for left wingers, striker, and right back. So I hope we can get Grimaldo. I think Grimaldo will be the best possible backup left winger that we can left back that we can get. I'm sorry, you said left winger. Okay, no, I don't think anyone will be better than. I think even Rashford or Lookman would have been better at this point. Exactly, this is not good. Says Julian says he plays CB and he's 192, so he's bigger than I think. I want him as a CB. Martinez is not. The ball is comprehensive. Lost weight. So says Julian. Yeah, he would be as high as Mark Bernal. I don't know. From Mark Bernal was really, really good. And I can't wait to see him next season, to be honest. Imagine this guy in a high line if we get caught out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that guy, honestly. He's a ball carrier. He said, no, I meant Yusuf Demir. He was right wing, but during the Koeman era. You know what? I think the Koeman era is that it was that time. It was a transition year for me. Subscriber count 428, guys. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, guys. Let me know in the comments. Get in the chat. Don't be shy. Be part of this community. Let us know you just subscribed. It says Hansi Flick. Okay, so yeah, so it was a transition year for me with Koeman, and I didn't like the way Barca was playing when Koeman was here. So I didn't watch. I think it was 1 year where I didn't watch. Maybe not all that much. I wasn't really motivated as I am now, making content for you guys basically daily. So it says Barca volume. We need new striker, Julian Alvarez. I sent gonna cut it. Okay. Julian Alvarez, it's music to my ears. I am not gonna lie to you guys. I love Julian Alvarez. Julian Alvarez, I have a special weakness for Julian Alvarez. He's a player who, when he was at the World Cup 2022, I was like, who's got this kid from River Plate? And It was Pep Guardiola who discovered him, and Pep Guardiola went all in for him, give him credit, and then he went on to screw it up by not giving him the roster spot where obviously he was performing really well for Manchester City, and just keep playing Foden instead. And quite honest with you guys, Foden wasn't really playing well, and then Julian Alvarez would come in the second half and just ball out and would just never get the spot. And I kept saying on TikTok, because I've been making TikTok longer than I've been making YouTube. And on TikTok, I kept saying, he earned it, he earned it. Like, and then he just wouldn't play him. And now you can see him at Atletico Madrid. But ever since that World Cup year in 2022, I said, man, Barcelona could just get this kid. But Barça didn't have the financial status to be able to do that. So that was really, really unfortunate that Barcelona missed out on Julian Alvarez. And now, if we get him, we're probably going to have to pay him a lot of money. A lot of money. So Shaymaker, boss, it seems like we will lose Fermin. The offers are tasty. I wonder what offers you're talking about, because to me, if we can get Fermin Lopez at 70, I would sell him. I would definitely sell him because, okay, I love Fermin, and I remember we used to have a lab, right? A dog. And I used to have a friend that really, really loves dogs. He was into dogs. He had like 3 dogs, and he wanted my lab because we didn't have the space for him. We didn't have the at that time we lived in a 1-bedroom apartment, and we just didn't have enough room to take him out to walks. And he said, "Give it to me," and I was like, I don't feel good because I obviously I love the dog, and like. And he told me like he's a dog lover, one of those people who just love dogs, right? Like family members, and I do too. I have a dog, but what I'm saying to you is something that he told me that I'll never forget. And he said this. He said, the most love you can show is give it to somebody who can show him more love and give him what he needs. So sometimes letting go of something, it may seem bad, but it sometimes is the best for that person or that dog or that player. So in this instance, what I'm saying this is because it's not. I don't want to compare Fermin Lopez to a dog, but my point is because I love Fermin so much, I want him to play as a starting spot for somebody else because he can't do it at Barça. He can't be at Barça and play every single time. And I want Fermin to be good. I want Fermin to do great. And the fact that he now with Nico Williams, if we bring in Nico Williams, now we're not gonna have now he's gonna have even less playing time. So at the end of the day, I do want to see Fermin Lopez go to somewhere where he can start and somewhere good. Like, yeah, I want to see him at the Champions League, and hopefully we can get maybe somebody like Chelsea to pay 70 million for him, or maybe a desperate Arsenal that can play that much. Maybe they can pay that amount of money, right? So honestly, guys, we're getting to the end of the show. I want to see if we can get to 430 subscribers. So if you guys can like the stream and get in the chat, that also helps with the algorithm to bring new viewers to the show. So it says, honestly, I would rather Vanderson over Grimaldo because he is better defensively and he can play both on left B and right B. So, okay, so I'm going to be honest with you guys. So this is one thing I want to be myself with you guys. I'm not going to come here and try to act like I know everything because I don't. And the one thing I can say on Vanderson is I've seen him, but I've only seen him on the right. Have you guys seen plenty of him on the left? I didn't even know that he can play on the left, to be honest. I don't know if he can play on both sides. I'm all for it. But can he play on the left? Because if he plays on the right and then he plays on the left, guys, 429. I appreciate it. Get in the chat. If you just subscribe to the channel, get in the chat. So I want to see, is he a natural right back that can play on the left? Because that's fine, but sometimes when we're not the natural, then you don't play it the same way as you would do as your natural spot. And we've seen that with Rodrigo. We've seen that with other players who even Kylian Mbappe, who's not playing, is playing out of position. The fact that he can play number 9 doesn't mean that he can play it the same way that he would play as a left back as a left winger. Hey, Barca Reacts, Jonas, man, what is going on? Hey guys, go subscribe to my man Barca Reacts. He's a baller, man. Um he just comes through every single time. If I need somebody to come to the show, he's right there with me, and I appreciate him very, very much. So if you guys can go Barca Reacts, he's extremely active. We're very active. We're always posting, we're always going live, and we're always doing this. So if you guys can go subscribe to him, he's a great Barca content creator as well. Thank you for getting in the chat, Jonas. I appreciate you. Earl Staples, facts. Might lose the ball center on the pitch. Okay, Fermin, losing Fermin would genuinely make me sad. Yeah, me too. Me too. Like I said, but the fact that we have Dani Olmo, the fact that we can have Rafinha as the 10, the fact that we can have so much more debt, maybe a little bit too much debt at that point. And then not only that, but guys, remember, if we can get 70 mil, that goes a long way towards the financial status of the team. So that would be incredibly important if you're asking me. Having somebody like him will be great. So maybe it says, let's see, if Alvarez was taller, then he would be my favorite for strikers. So Alexander, so he's your favorite then? Is it Haaland? Is it Isaac? Or is it because I know a lot of Barca fans wanted Jokeres, but Jokeres doesn't have a big presence in the box. He's more of a smaller presence in the box. So to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie. So I mean, Julian Alvarez, you lose that presence in the box, but he's a player who can press, which Hansi Flick loves. He's a player who can play defense, and he's a player who has incredible finishing touches, and his ability, he's so clinical on the ball, making runs. So I think Julian Alvarez, without being so tall, right? He makes the runs that Ferran Torres makes with Lewandowski's finishing abilities. So that's my thing with Julian Alvarez, and this is why I want him next season for Barca. I think he's actually a much better. He would be a much better ready now than even a player like Isaac. I think a player like Isaac, who is a fantastic player, by the way, it's splitting hairs at this point between Isaac, Alvarez, and even Haaland. But the thing with Isaac is he has to adapt. He has to play for a new offense. I think Julian Alvarez, day one, he fits on this offense like a puzzle. Even though he's not so big, I think that his abilities are unmatched, and it's so great that I think that in Hansi Flick's offense, he will be great instantly. Instantly, that's my thing. So it's almost like Nico. Nico is gonna come here and play like he's been playing with these players for a long time. Like, that's just kind of my thoughts on him. Olmo will get injured. Fermin will end up being the backup to Rafinha in the 10. I'm still waiting for one season from Dani Olmo to be healthy. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, right now we have 30 people watching, and I want to get to 430. So if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel so we can get 430. I'm not gonna leave this stream, guys. I'm gonna stay here all day until we hit 400. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I don't have to stay all day. So thank you so much for that. That means I can take a break and actually eat breakfast, dude. I didn't even eat breakfast this morning. Let this future guy worry about breakfast later. So this is more important. Not I'm just kidding. Like I usually have breakfast like around 11:30. I like to like watch some TV or some games if there's something on, and I'm a late breakfast eater. Like I don't have a lot of appetite in the mornings. So yeah, so back to this point. So I want Dani Olmo this season. I have a lot of hopes for him. One thing that I did not like from Dani Olmo this season was that he wasn't as consistent. He was really consistent in that Euro Cup for Spain, and I wanted him to go on a run with Barca. I just never got it, man. So incredibly disappointing. But if Fermin stays, it's not the end of the world. Oh, come on, man. Somebody just unsubscribed to my channel. What the hell, man? Why? Why? You don't want me to end the stream? Is that it? Is that why you unsubscribe to the channel? Why would someone subscribe and then unsubscribe anyway? Like, is that something we say or what? That's not cool, man. That is not cool. Now I have to stay on the stream until 430 go back up. Unpopular opinion. Like, I like Sorla. Okay, so my problem with Sorla is that he in this offense he's not going to give you what he can do. I think a better player for Real Madrid, for example. I think Real Madrid needs a player who can just bang bang plays and those crosses from Vinicius, those crosses from Rodrigo. You need two great players like that. But Barcelona doesn't cross the ball that much. Doesn't play that kind of vertically style of offense for a player like Sorla for Barça. Anyways, for Barça he would suck. Like, I'm just telling you right now. Go for Isaac. Yeah, Isaac. Look, we're splitting hairs at this point. So to be quite frankly with you, at this point, like if you go for Isaac, for example, like Isaac, Alvarez, Haaland, these players are all fantastic. These players are fantastic players. So I think Nico and Fermin will be unstoppable because Fermin is good at getting into the box. So I think Nico and Fermin will be unstoppable because Fermin is good at getting into the box, and Nico Cross is Lewa is not playing. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. Um, says Alvarez will be expensive. Yes, Alvarez will be expensive, but Barcelona is it's set to be well in position. He is set to be well in position to pay for a player like Julian Alvarez next season. He's only going to cost like I think 100 120, and Barcelona can very well get a big signing for next season, financially wise and fair play wise. So we're getting to the end of the stream, anyways. So somebody just subscribed. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate you. I'm trying to get to 430 before the end. I got a few minutes left. Maybe I'll go for five more minutes, guys. So please stick around. If there's a topic you guys want, just get in the chat, and if not, we'll figure out what other news are breaking right now. And it says Barca. Let's see, Barca volume. I don't think he can provide us goals like Lewa can. We need striker who can score 40 plus goals. Okay, I agree with you, but is Lewandowski the player who can get us the 40 goals? Because he didn't get 40 goals last season. And this season, guys, we're back. We're back, baby. We're back. 430. Is Lewandowski going to get you the 40 goals? Because he's one more season. Next season, he's going to be one season older. And now, next season, we're going to end up being like, okay, he's going to have to play because he's Lewandowski. He's giving us so much and people want to cheer, chant. I don't know. In my opinion, I think that even Lewandowski is not going to give us 40 goals. And I think Haaland, I think Isaac, and I think even more so, Julian Alvarez will give us. The thing about Julian Alvarez is he gives you the goals and he gives you assists. So that's huge. That's insane in my opinion. So the last chat here, guys, I'm getting to the last few chats. It says Barcelona need to cash out on Ter Stegen because his playing will be minimal since Joan Garcia has arrived and we have Chesney too. So Lamine, Sané. So Ter Stegen is leaving the club for sure. If Ter Stegen gonna leave the club, if he stays, he's not gonna play. And if we can offload that money, that's gonna go a long way towards the fair play amount that Barcelona needs to be at. So it's incredibly great. So at the end of the day, don't expect Ter Stegen to be at the club next season. I just don't think he will. I think Hansi Flick wants Chesney as the backup, and he wants John Garcia to be the starter. That's no question. So as far as players leaving, expect Ter Stegen to leave. Expect also Ansu Fati to leave. Expect Iñaki Peña to leave the club. That's going to offload a lot of money for the club. And Barca Reacts, if you haven't subscribed to his channel, guys, go do it. It says, I think Lewa needs to take a backseat. I want to see more Ferran and false nine of Rafinha and Olmo at times. So my perfect scenario is this right here. Will Hansi Flick do it? That's the issue. Will Hansi Flick do it? I don't think so. Hansi Flick one is he's very loyal. He's gonna stick to Lewandowski. It's gonna be Lewandowski's spot to lose, and he's gonna do a lot. He's gonna have to do a lot of bad things for Barca, miss a lot of opportunities, and get maybe even get a lot of maybe we may even get a lot of like a lot of press, a lot of pressure from the press, and it might be one of the reasons why he may start losing his spot. But I don't think Lewandowski is gonna lose it. I think Hansi Flick may stick with him. To be honest, what about right back or left back? We need a backup for Kunde, and Martin is awful. So I agree with you. With Gerard Martin is not. I don't think Gerard Martin is awful. I think Gerard Martin, it's just he's a player that he's a warrior. He'll give you, he'll give you, he'll give you his best shot. He'll give you the best stuff. But his issue is technically wise, he's not the kind of player who is he's great offensively. He's good defensively. He's good, not great. So he's not great at anything. He's not great at defense. He's not great on offense. That's my issue with Gerard Martin. I think Gerard Martin, though, he does have enough to play for a player like Sevilla, to go play for like a Villarreal. I think he's good enough to do something like that. And as far as the backup situation with Kunde, I'm very happy with what we got from Eric Garcia last season. That I want Kunde Garcia combo next season, and also the versatility that gives you having Eric Garcia on the squad to be able to play him in the pivot if you want to rest another player, or if Bernal gets injured, or maybe Frankie De Jong needs to rest, or Pedri, he can play at that position. So I think I'm good with Eric Garcia and Kunde at right back, to be honest. But who knows? Maybe we'll get Vanderson, and that'll be fine too. I'm happy if we get him too. So it says Barca volume. We need to focus on fullbacks for now. If you're talking about after we get Nico Williams, I agree with you. After Nico Williams, we don't need anything else. So guys, the last chat, it says we need a CB who is fast, and good on the ball, playing. This is left. That is left foot. That is left-footed. If the highline fails. This is why I was so bummed that Real Madrid got Dean, because Dean and Kubarsi, they're just perfect for each other. One of them on the right, one of them on the left, and Dean is great on the ball, and he can get better defensively. So that's the thing with Dean. So unfortunately, Real Madrid got that player, but you can't get all the players, right? Plus, I don't know if we have the kind of money to go after a CB right now. I'm a little worried about Gerard Martin. Thank you for the chat, actually, because it reminds me. I'm a little worried about Inigo Martinez, because Inigo Martinez and Lewandowski is the same situation. They incredibly overachieved last season. They played incredibly great. The numbers were there. With Martin, the stats are there. The defensive tackles are there. He was really just outstanding season. But now going into next season is a year older. So now we're a year older, and now it's like, bro, it's like, what the hell? Like, now it's a year older, and we don't know what kind of player like they're gonna have next season. So we don't know. So to me, like, I do agree with this comment. Like, to be honest with you guys, because I think that Barcelona needs to start planning for a left CB, because Inigo Martinez is just only gonna get older. So guys, before we go, I want to check on to see if because there's always something that's breaking, right? So let me just check. I know. Thank you guys for sticking around till the end of the show. I want to see if there's any news. It says Inzaghi, all the big and elite clubs are playing in the Club World Cup. We're only missing Barcelona. Oh wow! So I didn't know. I didn't know that he actually. Oh, yeah. So we're only missing Barcelona. I agree with that, but we also missing Liverpool. So I think Liverpool right now can go toe to toe with PSG as well. PSG is the best team right now. So let me see if there's something worthy of no. Onana talking about Frankie. I don't care. yeah, so guys, we're gonna end the stream. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you guys for liking the show. Somebody must have been messing with me because we bounced this 429 to 430 like we were jumping ropes with that thing. So unfortunately, we couldn't get to the 430. Hopefully, we'll get it maybe later today. But guys, thank you for liking the stream. Thank you for being incredibly active, dude. Episode 2 drops on Saturday at 9 a.m. We'll have episode 2. And in between, guys, I may do a live stream on Wednesday, in which when I may bring a guest or not. But for sure, I'm going to tell you guys that I will be live next Saturday at 9 a.m. once again with you guys. And I appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't liked the stream, like the stream. If you haven't subscribed, guys, subscribe to the channel. I catch you guys on the next video. You guys have a happy Saturday wherever you are, wherever you may be. And Bisca, Barcelona, guys. Guys, Barcelona, Nico Williams, news is going to break this week. Watch, it's going to happen. So, guys, have a beautiful